Tokyo has been the site of several blockbuster movies such as Kill Bill and The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift.
I'm Svetlana Boguinskaia, and you logged into International Gymnast Online.
Привет!
Привет, Dominique!
I'm here with my dear friend who was dubbed the Belarusian Swan and the goddess of gymnastics during her competitive years. She was born in Minsk, but now lives in the United States with her husband and 2 children. Not only is she graceful and artistic in the arena and one of the great legends of gymnastics and a triple gold medalist, but she's truly one of the most humble people you'll ever meet. And thank you, Svetlana, for joining us. We're so happy to have you with us.
Thank you, Dominique. What kind words you said.
It's all very true. So with the World Championships being held in Tokyo this year, I want you to take us back in time for a minute and share with us what are your fondest memories of Japan?
I started my first competition there at age 12. I was there as a junior competitor and as a senior. And of course, Japan as a country is quite amazing. To me personally, it was all about competition, all going there and competing, doing best in my field. I achieved this by winning several junior competitions as well as the Trinity Cup. And coming to the country and seeing respect from the judges, the most amazing thing for me was that I learned when you come to different events, you stay in front of judges and you have to bow as a respect. So I was taken back at first, and then I got used to it, and I kind of liked it because it showed respect to them, and they showed respect back to us as athletes and as athletes to the judges. So that was quite interesting experience for me. And the other one was, of course, the fans. Japanese fans are absolutely wonderful. They support you in anything you do, and of course they're showing their appreciation by cheering for you, and of course by staying by your hotel door and bringing you little gifts. So that's what I like the most.
We're happy that you're sharing that with us. I know Japanese people will love that too. People wonder, how do athletes cope with jet lag and the long travel trips when you go to these competitions in other countries? What did you do as an athlete to help you with those long trips?
Personally, there's not much you can do. You try to get your sleep in an airplane. You have to adjust to your time zone and know which country you're flying into. Can you sleep on the plane? If you arrive in the morning, then you should. And if you arrive at night, then you probably shouldn't be sleeping on the plane. And that's what coaches and they're telling you what to do. And as an athlete, you're trying to do what will work with the time zone where you're flying into.
Anything you specifically love about the culture or the Japanese people or the country itself?
I didn't get a chance to visit a country. You know, as a gymnast, when you go to competitions, you don't get a chance to visit much. All you have is half a day or 3 hours after the meet is over. And that's what happened to me. Mm-hmm. What I like the most about country, of course, it's a culture. Japanese people, they're so quiet and polite. They're very hospitable. The other thing, what I like about Japan, that anywhere you go, you have to take off your shoes. Mm-hmm. So when you train in gymnasium, you come and the second you step into the door, you have to take off your shoes. Everything is super clean, and I like that. It's kind of part of Russian culture as well. So I felt like being back home. Of course, Japanese food, sushi is number one. As a child, I didn't get appreciation for it, but as later on in my gymnastics career as a senior competitor, I definitely start enjoying food more and sushi in general. And of course, people, and once again, the fan base in any sport or any kind of field, they're huge on pop culture as well, which I always saw Japanese people was so quiet, but they're not. When they hear popular music, they go wild.
With Team Russia having 2 of its major stars, Victoria Komova and Alia Mustafina, not at 100% full strength, what do you think we can expect from them and Team Russia at the World Championships?
Think of 2 major stars, and their finest athletes being injured, it's going to be difficult for Team Russia. But with Russia, you never know. Nobody expected them to come to their prime last year. I was taken back as well. I really thought they're going to make it to the podium last year, but they took a first place. This year it's going to be more difficult, and I understand that for them it's crucial to save those athletes for next year Olympics. So hopefully they will do so, and I'm expecting Komova compete 2 events, bars and beam. But once again, she might do more. We just never know. I think everybody trying to keep it secretive and quiet for now. And all we have to do is wait and see. But once again, there's some other athletes from Russia. And I hope that they're going to step into the plate and perform well and do their best.
Now that Team Russia has finally accomplished its first in history world team title, do you feel that Team Russia can repeat as world champions again this year with the absence of Mustafina, or is it too large of an obstacle to overcome?
Dominique, it's a tough question. We all want to see the best win, and all we have to do is wait and see who's going to be prepared the best. And you never know. It doesn't rely on one athlete. It's on the team in general, and you never know. There's quite a few strong team. I have to tell you that it's going to be very difficult for them to repeat their world title championship once again this year without Mustafina.
We hope that she's going to be healthy and ready for next year's Olympics, which is most important, I know, for the entire team. And do you know how she's doing?
I think last time I communicated with her, she was still recovering, taking it slow. Once again, for the next year Olympics, you really have to take all the precautions from the doctors and do what right, not necessarily what you feel right, but what doctors tell you. And I think she's hoping to compete in January or December, her first competition of coming back for the next season.
Any thoughts on the Russian and European champion, Anna Dementieva?
She is, when I was speaking to Alexander Alexandrov, head coach of Russian gymnastics team, she's actually one of his favorite athletes. She has amazing work ethic. She comes to the gym and she's not only giving 100%, she's giving 150% day-to-day basis. And obviously it's shown in her results, in her gymnastics career. She enjoys performing. She probably does her best in a competition. And 2 of her, I would say, maybe weakest event, vault and bars. She added more difficulties since April European Championship. And I'm excited to see those 2 events.
Speaking of Alexander, we were both coached by Alexander Alexandrov, and I know we both have a tremendous amount of respect for him. What is it about his coaching style that has helped Team Russia?
Well, I think you and me know that when you committed to the sport as a coach, you know exactly what to do with the athletes. You know exactly what schedule to make for them, and not for them as a team, but for every individual athlete, just because they're also different body shape, they different build, they have different endurances. So I think just to make specific plans for athletes in general to make the teams, it will make a team stronger.
You be willing to say something to the people of Russia or Team Russia?
Хочу пожелать русской команде на чемпионате мира всего самого лучшего, успехов. Давайте, девчонки, держитесь, я за вас болею. Translate, I just said I would like to wish the whole Russian team at this becoming World Championship all the best, and we'll be cheering for you.
As the competition began today, it brought me back to 1987 when my love affair with the World Championships began. Rotterdam had all the right ingredients. In a nail-biter, the Romanian women upset the Soviet Union. Another star was born when Romania had its first all-around world champion. The Soviet men cruised to another team title by nearly 6 points, with arguably the greatest team in Soviet history. Tihonki, Artemov, Bilozerchev, Novikov, Korolyov, and Lukin, with an alternate, a Valentin Mogilny, were already legends in our sport. Dmitry Bilozerchev demonstrated to the world that success had not come too easily for him. In one of the greatest comebacks in all of sports, he returned to the World Championships no longer as a boy wonder, but as a Superman. The pre-Olympic World Championships of 1987 would go on to add so much more to the storyline that unfolded at the 1988 Seoul Olympic Games. And while the names have changed, I firmly believe this pre-Olympic World Championships held in Tokyo is certain to provide us with ample momentous moments before it's placed in the record books. Log on to International Gymnast Online
And tell us what you think.